topic is today dot product. But in the beginning, firstly we have to study about the resolution of a vector. Resolution of a vector. In physics, this is very important part on account of physics. We can say resolution of vector. What is this? It is a process of it is a process of splitting a single vector into splitting a single vector into two or more vectors. Two or more vectors in different directions which together product which together product the same effect as is produced by the single vector element. The vectors into which the given single vector is splitted are called component vector, and the splitting vector is also called component vector. Now, what is this? Resolution of vector. This is nothing. A simple logic or simple thing is this. This is what? Suppose a force is acting in this direction on a plane. On a plane. Learn this thing very carefully. A force is acting in this. Suppose this is a board which is plane, and this is the slanting line show you the value of force, vector force. Now, this force, you can take splitting vector of this, one on suppose horizontal line and another on vertical line. Suppose this force making an angle theta with a line. This direction. Suppose anything is in this direction. Then suppose with this line, it makes an angle theta. Suppose this is velocity vector. Now, the line with which this velocity vector makes an angle theta, this thing you have to take v cos theta. And from this line, you have to take one perpendicular line also, and this show you the another component which is v sin. In this way, you have to take these two components, one from this diagram you can see and another from this. Anywhere you can take this. And what is the benefit of these component rules. And are you know these are two vectors and the angle between them is always 90 degrees. Okay. And if you are taking these two vector resultant, like suppose this is A, this is B, and this is R, and you have a formula A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Here you have to put theta 90 degree. And after solving this, you can get the same effect. This term is 0 because theta is 90 degree, cos 90 is 0. Then V square sin square theta plus V square cos square theta under the root. You know very well, common V square is common, sin square theta cos square theta value 1, and V square under root is again V. Then you can get the same effect V. In this statement, you can see same effect you can get when you are taking the product of these two components. Okay. Now, resolution of vector. One numerical is there on this thing. Let us do this thing. A mass of 2 kg. A mass of 2 kg, 2 kilogram, lie on the plane making an angle 30 degree. Lie on a plane making an angle 30 degree to the horizontal. Horizontal. This is a mass which value is 2 kg, and with horizontal angle is given 30 degrees. Now question is that resolve its weight along the perpendicular to the plane. Resolve its weight perpendicular to the plane. This is a plane, sliding, slanting. This is a plane, you know, this is a plane, and at the plane you have to resolve its weight along and perpendicular. Along and perpendicular means one perpendicular is there. This value you have to calculate, and along on the plane, now another value, this one you have to calculate. But how can you calculate this thing? Now take this thing. This mass m, always applying a force or weight, its weight in the downward direction, because Earth attracts all the things in this way. So this part, this force is here. You can take mg. Mg is weight. This is the formula for weight. If we multiply mass with acceleration due to gravity, then we can calculate weight. Here 2 kg, and you can take the value of acceleration due to gravity 10 meter per second square. In this way, 20 Newton is the weight which is acting vertically downward. Okay, 30 degrees is the angle here. Now, if this angle is 30, this angle is 30, then this angle is also 30 degrees. By geometry, you can take this angle is also 30 degrees. mg is what? Mg is weight. Weight is what? Weight is a force. And force is what? Force is a vector. This vector is in downward direction, and this is angle theta, and with the axis, angle theta is there. This axis show you the W cos theta. By taking W cos theta, you can get the value of this vector, and this one is perpendicular to that one. That's why you can calculate this thing by W sin theta. Now resolve mg in its component vector. Component vector. Okay. Now W cos theta perpendicular to the plane and W sin theta. W, what is the value of W? 20 Newton. Cos theta 30 degree. Here W 20 Newton. Sin 30 degree. Now what is 20? What is the value of cos 30? What is the value of cos 30? Root 3 by 2. And what is the value of sin 30? 1 by 2. From there, this is 10 Newton. And from there, this is 10 root 3 Newton. Now this is the component vector of this mg or W. One along horizontal, another along with vertical. Now the next thing is, if these two vectors, and what is the angle between these two vectors, W cos theta and W sin theta, these components? 90 degrees. What is 90 degrees? So if you want to take again your weight value 20 Newton, then you have to apply the resultant formula in between these two values, component vector. How? One value is 10, another is this, and you know resultant can be resultant of vector can be calculated by this formula. A square is what? Anything you can take. 10 root 3 plus second thing is 10 square plus 2 into 10 root 3 into 10 into cos 90 degrees. We are checking only this thing. Now we are verifying our result. We know that this is 20 Newton. Now solve it. 10 root 3, 10 square, 100 into 3 plus 10 square 100 plus cos 90 is 0. This term is 0. Now 20 Newton in left hand side, 300 plus 100 under the root, 400 under the root, and in this side you can also get 20 Newton. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. In this way you can prove this thing also. Now this is resolution of vector. By this you can take component of a single vector. You can split vectors in two or more ways, but in two vectors, if you are separating, this is very, very important thing in physics. Now the next is dot or scalar product. Dot or scalar product. Dot or scalar product. Now what is this? Dot product is a very easy concept. Dot product of two vectors A and B, read as A dot B. Suppose you have two vectors. This is the dot product of two vectors and is equal to the product of the magnitude. If you want to take the dot product of two vectors, then you can read this thing vector A dot vector B, and this can be calculated by this formula. This is a dot or scalar product of two vectors. In this, vector A dot vector B is equal to AB cos theta. Here, they have magnitude and direction, both things, magnitude and direction. But in this, A has no top head arrow. That's why only magnitude is this. This is again magnitude, and this is angle between A and B. Okay. In this way, you can solve. You can take the value of. Okay. Now the next thing is some special cases of this. Special cases. This value you should know. When two vectors are parallel. When two vectors are parallel. Parallel means in the same direction, or you can say in the same direction. Now let us see this thing. Suppose this is vector A, this is vector B. They are parallel. They are in the same direction. Then the angle between them, we can take here theta is equal to 0 degree. Theta is equal to 0 degree. Now, what is the meaning of this? Suppose it is moving along x-axis. Vector A, then vector B is also on the x-axis, and here the unit vector at x-axis is I cap. I cap show the direction of vector along x-axis. J cap show along y-axis direction, and k cap show along the z direction. You know this thing? X-axis, y-axis, z-axis. This x-axis has a unit vector I cap. This y-axis has a unit j cap, and z k cap. But if you are taking reverse of this I, this is minus I cap. Okay, this is minus j, and this k is in front of you, and in inward direction you have to take minus k. So here, if the angle between them is theta is 0 degree, and both have vector I in the same direction, then in this case I dot I cap is equal to 1. Okay, you can solve this thing also. Take magnitude of I cos theta. Magnitude of I, unit vector magnitude is 1. Unit vector means unit value. If you are taking magnitude of that, 1 is there. Now 1 is there, cos 0 degree. Cos 0 degree, again 1 is there. Now the value is 1. In the similar way, you can take the value of j dot j and k dot k. This is also 1. In similar way, you can take this. But if they are perpendicular, suppose one is on x-axis and another on y-axis, then the angle between them is 90 degrees. Then what is vector I dot vector j? Solve it. Vector I magnitude, vector j magnitude, cos theta. Now vector I magnitude is 1, vector j magnitude is 1, but cos 90 degree here. 1 into 1 into cos 90 is 0. So 0 is there. So in this way, now the special case number 2, if vectors are perpendicular, then the product of these vectors, dot product of these vectors is 0. Second case is when two vectors are perpendicular. Then vector I dot vector j, you can prove this thing also or remember directly. Vector j dot vector k is also 0. Vector k dot vector I is also 0. You can take this thing as when two vectors are perpendicular. Then the dot product in this case is 0. Okay. No doubt is here. Now some examples are there of scalar product. Work done. Work done is the dot product of force and displacement. Work done is the dot product of force and displacement. Force and displacement. Instantaneous power. Instantaneous power is the dot product of force and velocity. Force and velocity. Third thing is magnetic flux. In +2, you have to read this thing, magnetic flux, and it is also the scalar product or dot product of two vectors, which is magnetic field and area vector. Okay. So these are the three quantities here in front of you where the dot or scalar product of two vectors gives you the scalar. No arrow is there, okay, because these three quantities are scalar. No particular direction is there. That's why they are called scalar quantities. Now, let us take an example or numerical for this. A constant force F is equal to 2i plus 3j plus 4k. 4k cap Newton produces a displacement of 2i 3j 4k. Meter. 2i plus 3j plus 4k. Same is this. What is the work done? What is work done? Value. Okay. Now there are two vectors F and S. We know work done is the dot product of force and displacement. Now take their dot product. Firstly, write value of force and after that dot, and then write the value of this thing. Now, how can you multiply these two vectors in dot product? We know that I into I is equal to 1. In dot product, vector I dot vector I, j dot vector j, k dot k cap dot k tab is equal to 1. But you also know that this thing, if j, k, I, j and k, I is there, then their dot product is. Now, if we are multiplying 2i to 2i, then we can get 4i dot I cap. But when you are multiplying 2i with 3j, it will be 0 because I into j is there. I into j value is 0. So, similarly 3j case and similarly 4k case. So, if we are multiplying 2i to I term and j value with j and k value to k, then easily you can multiply this thing. So 2i multiply with 2i, then 4i cap square and I cap into I cap is 1. You can write 4 directly, plus 3j into 3j, 9 is there, plus 4 into 4, 16. In this way, you can multiply these two vectors in dot or scalar. 16, 9, 25, 29. Now this is the answer, 29 joule in this. Okay. Now the next question is, if the magnitudes of two vectors are 2 and 3, if the magnitude of two vectors, one is suppose vector A, 2, and magnitude, not vector, magnitude you have to take 2, and another vector magnitude is suppose B. Its value is given 3. One is of 2 and other of 3. And the magnitude of their scalar product and the scalar of these means vector A dot vector B is equal to 3 root 2. These three values are given. Now, find the angle between these two vectors, A and B. Find the angle between them. We know that vector A dot vector B can be written as vector A magnitude, vector B magnitude, cosine angle in between. Okay. You can take directly if you have vector form. But if you have magnitude values, then you have to use this whole formula in this case. Because this thing can be written as A, this can be B. Because magnitude is there, arrow will be finished or eliminate there. And this formula now become in this way. A dot B is given 3 root 2. A is what? Magnitude of vector A. Magnitude of vector A is given 2. Magnitude of vector B is given 3. Cos theta. Theta is the value which you have to calculate. Now, cos theta is equal to 3 root 2 upon 2 into 3. 3 to 3 cancel. Now, root 2 upon 2 is equal to cos theta. Root 2 upon 2 is equal to cos theta. Now, root 2 and divide by root 2. Then root 2 into root 2, 2, and in the denominator part, root 2 into 2 is equal to cos theta. 2 2 cancel, and 1 upon root 2 is this. Cos theta value is 1 by root 2 when theta is what? 45. 45. So the angle between these two vectors is 45. Okay. In this way, you can solve, you can take product of this, and you can also calculate the angle between the vectors. But condition is what? If you are taking dot or scalar product. Similarly, another thing is vector product or cross. Vector A magnitude, vector B magnitude, sine of angle between them. And one thing is there, the cross product of these two vectors represent third one out. Suppose you are taking vector A cross vector B, then it gives you the vector C. Means vector product gives you the value in vector form. But their vector product, suppose F is vector, displacement is vector, and the dot product gives you the scalar form value. But in this, if two vectors are multiplying, then result will be in vector. Result will be in vector. Another thing is, when two vectors are parallel, then I cross I, J cross J, and K cross K is 0. Remember this thing? I cross I, K cross K, or J cross J is always equal to 0. If cross product of two vectors is 0, it means these vectors are parallel to each other. Another thing is this: when two vectors are perpendicular, so I cross J, because I on x-axis and J on y-axis. If you are taking I cross J, then you can get the third vector in the direction of K. Similarly, J cross K, I, K cross I, J. But reverse is not true. If you are taking the cross product of J and I, then you will get minus K cap. Similarly, K cross J, minus I cap. Similarly, I cross K cap, minus J cap. Okay, in this way. And what is the meaning of cross product? This will be clear you or explained in tomorrow class because it is based on right hand thumb rule and screw rule. Okay. So three-dimensional thing is this. So students, now this is the time of query. If you have any query, any